So let's do this here. Let's do this what we like to call the 2 minute warning, where we're going to have some quick fire questions and we're going to share our thoughts on said question. So the first question is about AFC East Supremacy. So the question is just how you alluded to earlier. The Bills just beat the Chiefs and now face the Dolphins in Miami. Can Josh Allen secure the head-to-head tiebreaker, or will Miami prove they can still win big games? Absolutely, positively, no.
Yeah, I agree.
The
I think
Bills are going to run ramshot over them. They're going to get blown out
yeah,
a lot by a little.
yeah. I don't think they can mess with the Bills right now. Unless
Nah,
they go out there and correct turnovers. That's the only way you're gonna beat Buffalo.
that's about it. You're going to have to turn the ball over, and you're going to have to limit Josh Allen touching the ball.
Mm.
You know, if he goes up and down the field on you, you might as well say GG's and look forward to next week. But you know, Miami, they got a lot of turmoil going on down there. All right, so the next one is the Falcons and the Colts meet in Germany for the final international game. Which offense is more trustworthy in a neutral environment? Is it Jonathan Taylor and the Colts or Michael Penix Jr. and the Falcons? I'm going to say it's the Colts. So let's not put a lot of credence on what happened to the Colts on this past Sunday. I really, you're not going to you're not going to turn the ball over 6 times every game. Let's just put it out there. Pittsburgh came with the gusto. Let's just be real. Pittsburgh came with the gusto. The fans was out there pre-game. They had a casket and had the Steelers defense in the casket having a funeral.
What?
You ain't see that?
No.
Oh man, you've been slacking, and that's your team. But
What?
oh my god, oh look it up when you get a chance.
Who did that?
The fans was outside of y'all's
The
the Pittsburgh
Colts?
Steelers Stadium. The Pittsburgh fans,
Oh.
they had a funeral for the defense.
Oh my God.
And the defense,
Yo,
I guess
I gotta
somebody
look that up
saw
on
it.
TikTok.
I guess somebody saw it in that locker room and said, "We got to turn up." And that's what Pittsburgh do. They play
You
a
lying right?
field position game.
What? In Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Oh my God. I gotta see that.
It was funny because I saw it. I was like, no, they did not do that.
Oh wow.
But I mean, honestly, if you think about it, the fans had a legitimate point because the Pittsburgh Steelers defense has been little up until Sunday afternoon. There was much to be desired. But going back to the topic, I really trust the Colts more than I trust the Falcons at this point.
Mm. I Me personally, I don't like the game. I haven't been liking or enjoying any international games. It's been a graveyard. All the
Yeah.
games that has been international this year, graveyard. Now, the Colts, they just got the butt whooped.
Spanked.
And so, with those type of games though, I just think the tape gonna expose them in some areas. I don't think they're gonna have another 6 turnover game,
No.
but I think the narrative is out there of what to do to turn Daniel Jones back to that New York Daniel Jones, the guy that
Yeah.
fumbles, the guy that throws picks, the guy that it starts with taking away the run game with Jonathan Taylor. That's the you gotta get him behind the sticks. You gotta make him be a quarterback. And so yeah, but I don't like the game. I think it's a trap game for both teams. Falcons have dropped a few games, I know for sure. Colts, they're gonna be looking to bounce back, but I think they'll still pull it out. But I think it'll be a very low scoring game because I just have not been enjoying the production levels of international games this
Yeah.
year. It has not been entertaining at all.
Yeah. But like I said, I do trust the Colts offense a little bit more. I really feel like Sunday was more of an aberration than the actual real thing. Yes, you're going to see what to do to slow the Colts down, but does Atlanta have that defensive
That's
firepower
that's
to
what I'm
slow the Colts down? You know
and
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
But let's switch gears. So the NFC West, this is going to be a blockbuster. This is a clash between the 49ers.
Mm.
Who takes the NFC West lead? Now, people are sleeping on the NFC West. The worst team just beat the Cowboys on Monday night.
Yep.
Um, I really feel like the 49ers bounce back and win at home. The Niners are going to be at home. Despite the Rams' hot start and Matthew Stafford's MVP level play, the 49ers defense will make a statement after a tough loss, creating, and they didn't lose on Sunday. I feel like the 49ers are going to win that game. I trust the 49ers more.
I don't think so. I think the Rams gonna win it because they're gonna air out the ball. It's gonna be an air raid show between Stafford and doggone Adams. The only reason why the 49ers were so successful, for one, they played the Giants. Christian McCaffrey had over almost 30 carries for 106 yards and a touchdown. Anytime you allow Christian McCaffrey to catch on fire like that, you're gonna lose. And I think the young Rams defense is pretty solid
Yeah.
enough to not allow Mac Jones just to hand the ball off to Christian McCaffrey. Now, I'm a fan of CMC,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying the Giants is not as good as the Rams. It's not a divisional game. Giants ain't got nobody. We just talked about last week. And yeah, Christian McCaffrey had an outstanding game, so I don't think that's going to be that type of that ain't going to go down.
I beg to differ. Now the Rams are coming off a bye and everything like that.
Now, do note now this is the first time I believe all season that the 49ers put up 30 plus points.
That is true. That is true, and they did it against, like you said, a depleted Giants team.
Just saying.
So I'm gonna go back a couple of weeks. Rams came to Baltimore. Now, yeah, they the Rams. They had to travel across the country. That plays a part. But they only scored 17 points against that defense. And I thought our defense was terrible at that time. But hey, I really think the 49ers because I think the 49ers. We'll see. Speaking of a must-win game, let's talk about the Steelers again. So y'all do play the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
So fresh off that upset win, the Steelers will travel to face Justin Herbert and the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. Is this a must-win game for the Chargers to stay relevant in the AFC playoff picture? Absolutely, the Chargers need to win this game to stay afloat. Because right now, if you look at their division, I believe they're third.
Second.
Excuse me. So you got to win as many AFC games as possible to hold back the Kansas City Chiefs.
They 3-0 in the division.
Jeez.
They already beat Kansas one time.
But you still got the whole because Kansas City is winning AFC type games. So now you're looking at the conference record. That's why it's important to beat people that's in your conference. Like I said, the Steelers are coming over there. They got the chest out because they beat the number one team in the AFC sitting there right now. But I really feel like for the Chargers, this is a must win already.
I think
because you got to catch Denver now.
Yeah, well, they're only one game behind Denver,
but one game can feel like 5 when it get tight. Now
the Chargers is 3-0 in the division. They 5-1 in the conference. Kansas is 2-3 in the conference, 1-1 in the division,
which is unheard of.
Is 0-1 in the division. So technically, if the Denver Broncos slip up and lose a game, Chargers will be number one whether they win the game or not. I say the Pittsburgh Steelers is the must win, not because it's only my team, but because if you look at the division, the doggone Ravens is creeping up. They only 2 games behind.
A game and a half.
A game and a half, however, and which rounds to 2. And then the Steelers need to win this game more than the Chargers. I feel like in order to stay afloat, because if the Ravens wake back up like they look to do, it's not gonna be pretty.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, y'all might need to win it, but
we need to win. We need to win.
I don't think y'all will.
Listen, we need to win this game because after this game is a whole gauntlet. After this game with the Chargers, we play Cincinnati, we play Chicago, We play the Bills. We play the Ravens.
Mm.
But those 4 games right there, we need to go ahead, win this game before it gets to a point where you ain't. Now we haven't been favored almost all season, honestly.
Which is
And if
wild.
we are favored, we're favored like 3. I don't know what it is with the sports books, but they like keeping us at the 3-point.
Because of your defense.
But yeah, I think it's a must run for the Steelers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the Chargers can afford to lose this game because at the end of the day, you got not looking ahead, but y'all do have to play Kansas City later on.
Who got to play Kansas?
The Steelers.
The Steelers play Kansas this year?
Do y'all play Kansas City this year?
No, no.
Oh, we each playing the team out of AFC West.
Yeah, we just played, we played
You want to keep. I mean, I hate to sound petty, but you want to keep Kansas City in third place because right now, they've woken up. They didn't look like it Sunday, but to a certain degree, you cannot count them out. So I would suggest the Chargers go ahead and win that game.
I'll say the Steelers just because they got a gauntlet. The Chargers, they're gonna. I mean, and they play the Broncos again week 17, which that might be for the division right there. But they play. I mean, I feel like their schedule is more favorable for them to win throughout than it is the Steelers. With those 4 games alone, it's just it's scary to be a Steelers fan right now towards the end. Of course, it's always scary to be a Steelers fan November, December, and January.
This is my favorite time to be an AFC North fan because it gets a little somber.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, but let us know in the comments what y'all think. About the questions. Do y'all think the Pittsburgh Steelers need to win this game? Which obviously they do, but do you think the Chargers need it more?
Right.